विनायक नमस्तुभ्यं सततं मोदक प्रिय निर्विघ्नं कुरु नो देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारंभं करिष्यामः सिद्धिर्भवतु नो सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसंपदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहं। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयं सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपं आजानुबाहुमरविन्ददलायताक्षं रामं निशाचर विनाशकरं नमामि। श्रीरघुराम चारुतुलसीदलधाम शमक्षमादिशृङ्गारगुणाभिराम त्रिजगन्नुतशौर्यरमाललाम दुर्वारुकबन्धराक्षसविराम जगज्जनकल्मषार्णवोत्तारक नाम भद्रगिरिदाशरथी करुणापयोनिधि आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीय विग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं। बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनूमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविता शाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। जितन पंचांगम जुलाई 9th शुभकृन्नाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे ग्रीष्म ऋतौ आषाढ़मासे शुक्लपक्षे दशमी तिथि। In fact, it is already over by 7:09 AM. It was over. Tatkala Ekadashi, running only till 4:43 AM tonight, which means tomorrow is Dwadashi. After that, Sthiravasaraha Vishakha Nakshatram till 4:25 or 2:25 AM, followed by Anuradha Nakshatram. Sadhya Yoga till 4:37, no, 2:37 AM, followed by Shubha Yoga. But Vishakha Nakshatram till 25 after midnight. Garakaranam again coinciding with the Dashami Tithi till 7:09, because it happened so early. So we have 3 more Karanams today. Vanik Karanam till 6:01 PM, followed by Vishti till 4:43 AM, followed by coinciding with the other Tithi Ekadashi, after which Bhava Karanam. Sarvebhyah Suprabhatam. Now switch to do you see the text?
Yes.
So we'll start Ayodhya Kandam. We completed Balakandam very successfully last week. Today onwards Ayodhya Kandam. Atha Prathamas Sargah Gacchata Matulakulam Bharatena Tadanagha Shatrughno Nitya Shatrughno Nita Priti Puraskritaha. So Prathama Sargasya, the summary kind of a thing is Bharate Shatrugnena Saha Matula Gruham gate anekabhirama gunair varjito dasharatho ramam yuvarajam mene yauvaraajya siddhaye cha kaikayarajam vinaneka nrupa pungavan anaya taihi samam sadah pravivesha. So here in this book it is saying, after Bharate Shatrugnena Saha, along with Shatrughna, Matula Gruham Gate. So all of this is Sati Saptami. That means after going to Matula Gruha, to maternal uncle's home, by Bharata along with Shatrughna, Abhirama Gunair Avarjitaha Abhirama Gunair Avarjito Dasharatho Ramam Yuvarajam Mene. So he already made up his, Dasharatha already made up his mind that Rama should be the Yuvaraja. Yauvaraajya siddhaye, for the preparations of Yauvaraajya cha, and Kaikayarajam vina, except Kaikayaraja, Anekan Rupapungavan Anaya, by inviting several other kings. Taihi Samam Sadaha Pravivesha. Along with them, he also has entered into that meeting. Sadaha Pravivesha.
Abhirama Gunair Avarjita. Obtained or endowed with? Okay.
So in the other Gita Press book that I have here, the summary says, Sri Rama Sadgunanam Varnanam. In fact, that is the correct part. Majority, 33 shlokas of this Sarga, first 33, will be Sri Rama Gunanam Varnanam. Sri Ramam Yauvaraajye Sthapayitum Dasharathasya Vicharaha. Dasharatha's intent, thought to establish Rama as the in Yauvaraajya. Dasharathasya vicharaha tadartham mantranam kartum vibhinna nareshanam pauranam janapadanam cha rajnya swasamsadi samahvanam. I think this is a better description of the summary of this sarga. Okay, so we'll start with the first shloka. So we said Gachatha Matula Kulam Bharatena Tada Anagaha Shatrughnaha Nitya Shatrughnaha Priti Puraskritaha Nitaha. That's the Anvaya Vakyam of it. That means Gachatha means in a way it is present continuous tense.
Present continuous. Shatru Pratyaya.
So Matula Kulam Gacchata Bharatena means Bharata's mama came, Yudhajit, and he spoke with Dasharatha, and so he invited Bharata, and so he's going with Bharata. So that is the scene now. So that's a continuous scene. Now what happened? Tada, then Anaghaha Nitya Shatrughnaha Priti Puraskritaha Nitaha. Because just as we said, just as wherever Rama goes, we know Lakshmana also never leaves him. So also, wherever Bharata goes, Shatrughna never leaves him. So, tada anaghaha means na agham yasya. Agham is papam. In fact, that's why I used to wonder, Salma Agha. There used to be one lady who used to come on TV, Doordarshan in those days, in my childhood. Her name used to be Salma Agha. And I used to wonder, how can she have Agha name? For Anagha, it makes sense. Anagha means no sin. Agha means sin. One who is a sinner in Strilinga is Agha. So, Anagha means na agham yasya, one without sins. Shatrughna, because he's so pure. He's always in the service of Bharata And so he doesn't have any selfish interests of his own. So he is without sins. Anaghaha. Anaghaha, and his name, of course, is Shatrughnaha. He is qualified as Nitya Shatrughnaha, another adjective given. One is Anaghaha, means without sins, no sinner, non-sinner. And Nitya Shatrughnaha means, what does Shatrughna mean? Ghna, we saw this Vyatpatti before also. Kritagna, for example. Kritagna means Kritam Hanti Yaha Saha Kritagnaha. Whatever is done to you, you kill it or you forget it, you ignore it. That is Kritagnaha. For example, in Aditya Hridayam, several ghnas comes. Like Tamoghna, Himaghna, Shatrughna also comes there. So tamas means dark. Ghna, what is the quality of Surya? He destroys darkness. Tamoghna. Himaghna. In the night time, typically frost or fog or dew, all of that settles because of cold. Because there is no sun, so everything becomes cooler. And so if there is frost or snow also, Himaghna, as soon as sunrise happens, you will see, once you come out on your driveways, especially in America, we can notice that from the ducts of your home, roofing, there will be water drips coming through that. And so on the driveway, you will see a few water drips, because by the morning, as the sun is rising with his heat, all that cold starts melting and so going out. So that is Himaghnaha. Likewise, Shatrughnaha. Shatrun Hanti iti Shatrughnaha. He is the killer of the enemies. That's his name. Enemy killer. Shatrughnaha means. But here the qualification is, if we call him Shatrughna, then who are his enemies now? Nitya Shatrughnaha. So Bhashyam says Nitya Shatrughnaha means Shamadamadi, etc. All those, Madamatsarya, Lobha, those 6 Shatrus. Killer of them. That's how it is qualified. Bharatasya Mahatulakule, I'm trying to see a definition where they talk of Nitya Shatrughna. Nitya Shatravaha Kamadayah Tadhanta. So Kamadi Shatrus, all those bad qualities. Kama Tesham Hanta, killer of all those bad qualities. Why? Because he doesn't have any selfish interests. So Anaghaha, Nitya Shatrughnaha, both are about no bad qualities. And Priti Puraskritaha Nitaha, because Bharata cannot stay without him, or Shatrughna cannot stay without Bharata. So he also was Nitaha, was taken away along with Shatrughna. How? Priti Puraskritaha, with love in front of him, which means beloved Shatrughna, non-sinner, killer of all bad quality foes, was taken with all love along with Bharata to Bharata's mama's home. That's the first shloka. Satatra nyavasad bhratra.
Satatra nyavasad bhratra.
Sahasatkara satkritaha.
Sahasatkara satkritaha.
Matulena ashvapatina.
Matulena ashvapatina.
Putra snehena lalitaha.
Putra snehena lalitaha.
So Saha means Bharataha. or Shatrugna. Saha tatra nyavasat, he stayed there. Bhratra saha means along with his brother Shatrugna. Satkara satkritaha, with all, when grandson, especially daughter's son, comes, or daughter's children, when they come to their home, the grandparents, especially maternal grandparents, they shower all their love. I remember my childhood. We used to live in Warangal, whereas my grandparents were living in, they are from Visakhapatnam. So every summer only we can go. In the summer, that 1 month, 1.5 months that we go, even though it used to be damn hot and humid in that village, Vidruparthi, in the Visakhapatnam district, a small agraham, along the Sharda Nadi. So my father used to tell my grandfather, oh, don't leave them out for playing. So my grandfather, my uncles, my mamas, they would close all the doors. It was a big, huge house, old house. And feed us with Tati Manjulu. Tati Manjulu is, I think, the other Telugus, no. Anyway, Atulji is not here. So Tati Manjulu, Mavadi Pallu, mangoes, and lot of other juices, sugar canes. They would give us sugar cane to eat. My mama and all, they would so easily scrape it and eat. We were, sort of town bred by that time, right? Eating only Bornvita, corn flakes. My father used to really raise us very modern, even in those times.
Did you eat Bagaji? Did you eat cornflakes and Bonvita at your?
Yes, in my childhood. Yes, my father really.
Though I was born and brought up in Hyderabad, I never ate Bonvita and cornflakes.
Yeah, my father was, he always wanted us to, whatever was modern then, he would give us that. Even though we were in Warangal, cornflakes we used to have. So with that, the teeth were not strong. So, we couldn't tear the sugar cane. Then our mamas would tease us, come on, this is how you would eat. They will tear that skin and cut the pieces and give us. So that is the love that the mamas, matulaha, and the mata maha shower on us. So satkara satkritaha, all enjoyment facilities for us. Likewise for Bharata and Shatrugna. Whatever you want, have, enjoy, go, play. So all that love was showered on Bharata and Shatrugna here. By who? Matulena, by the mama Matulaha. Ashwapatina, he was also Ashwapati. Yudhajit was given the charge of all the horses. Ashwapati. So Ashwapatina, Putra Snehena Lalitaha. Just like their son, Putra Sneha. Sneha is, we said that love. Sneha is also, we said, why is Sneha so physically also appropriate? Sneha means actually sort of the stickiness of ghee, of oil. Snigdha, Sneha, these are the words to describe stickiness, which is, you cannot easily wash it. Once the grease sticks on your body, it's very tough to wash it. So that is that stickiness. So always being with you, never leaving you, is called Sneha. Friends don't leave home, right? Even though parents are shouting, or this fellow says, no, I have to go prepare for tomorrow. Arey yaar, stay back. Aur thoda baat karenge, aur thoda gappa marenge, aur thoda khelenge. Right? So that stickiness is called Sneha. And that need not be only between two contemporary friends. Any such relationship. Typically mamas and the menallullu, right? The matulaha bhagineyaha. That relationship also is very sticky. They love the matula loves bhagineyaha so much, their nephews so much. They hug them, they play with them, they tease them, they pinch them, they do everything. So snehena, putra snehena, lalitaha, raised, pleased. So saha means Bharataha. Saha satkara satkritaha भ्रात्रा सह तत्र न्यवसत् मातुलेन अश्वपतिना पुत्रस्नेहेन लालितः. That is the Anvaya Vakyam of it. So we'll go to the next shloka. Tatrapi nivasantau tau
Tatrapi nivasantau tau
tarpyamanau cha kamatah
tarpyamanau cha kamatah
bhratarau smaratam virau
Bhratarau smaratam virau
vruddham dasharatham nrupam.
Vruddham Dasharatham Nrupam.
So tatrapi, even there, meaning even with all that love showered in their grandfather's home, in his mama's home, Matula's home, tatrapi tau nivasantau, those two living there, staying in that place, tarpyamanau cha kamataha, kama wishes, kamataha, whatever wishes they had, tarpyamanau. Tarpyamanau means tarpanam, means tripti. They were completely satisfied of all their wishes. Whatever wishes they had, all those wishes were satisfied. Tarpyamanau cha kamataha bhratarau, tau bhratarau, those two brothers. However, Virau and those two, Viras, warriors, strong brothers, Vruddham Dasharatham Rupam Smaratam. Even in spite of all of this, they would not forget their father. They were all four children, sons, were, beloved sons of Dasharatha, and for them, they're very fond of their father Dasharatha. So, even though they were staying in Matula's home and given all the comforts, given all their wishes fulfilled, those two strong brothers would still remember their father king Dasharatha. That means their love for their father is also expressed, that even though they stay somewhere else where they get probably more comforts than their home, they have not forgotten their father and parents. Another great lesson to learn. Rajapitau Mahatejaha Sasmara Proshitau Sutau Ubhau Bharata Shatrughnau Mahendra Varunopamau.
Mahendra
Varuna Upamau. Indra and Varuna, they're always together. Because Indra is the head of Meghas, Varuna is head of water. So both of them are in a way together, because Megha cannot be without water. So both of them are always together. Now, talking of that, did you hear the thunders here? We are having a big thunderstorm here. If I see out through the windows, full clouds, Meghavritam and Brihat Vrishtihi, heavy downpour.
We had yesterday here, Bagaji. Today you.
Yeah, yesterday.
No, here for us every day in the evening. Daytime it is very, very sunny. By evening, not shower, thunderstorm daily. But today in the morning itself it has come. And I can see the lightning also. So, not only are the children, in spite of the comforts in the other home, are remembering their father, Raja Api, Raja also, Raja Dasharatha also, Mahatejaha, Tau Proshitau Sutau Ubhau Bharata Shatrughnau Mahendra Varunopamau Sasmara. Sasmara Smaranam Kritavan. He also is remembering those two sons who are like Mahendra and Varuna in similar to Mahendra and Varuna, Bharata Shatrughna, both of them, Sutau sons, Mahatejaha Raja Api, Tau Proshitau. Proshitau means Praushitau. Ushitaha means uvasa, vasam yah karoti. Those who are staying is called Ushitaha. Tatra
Did we lose Bogaji?
No, we can't hear.
Yeah, I think we lost him. It's probably because of thunderstorm.
Might be. Yeah.
So Lavanya, where are you from?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
North Carolina. Did you go to Shaka there?
Ha, Omkar Shaka.
Omkar Shaka. Okay.
Yeah, we have 3 shakas here. So,
North Carolina.
Charlotte.
Rajesh is from North Carolina, right? Or
Ha, Mahesh ji is a main pramukh here.
Mahesh Kalla ji?
Ha.
Mahesh Kalla or Mahesh Raghunandan?
I couldn't remember. It's not Khalla or something. Yeah. I will check it and I will let you know, ji.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said North Carolina, Raleigh.
Charlotte?
Charlotte. Okay.
Charlotte. Yeah.
And how many kids, your kids go to Shaka as well?
2 girls are there.
How old are
Bhavyashri.
they?
Yeah. 8th grade and 5th grade.
8th and 5th. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Arunji, how about you? You are from which state? Arunji probably.
Yeah, it
Ajay?
seems neat.
Yes. Hello.
आप कहाँ से अरुण जी आप?
I'm from Atlanta.
Atlanta only. Oh, okay, okay.
Huh.
And what do you do, Arun ji, as a profession?
I'm a veterinary doctor, but I'm basically now doing viral genetics for animal diseases.
Oh, okay. Good, yeah.
I'm very much working in the agriculture field of Georgia.
So, which company you work for?
I work for the state of Georgia.
Okay.
Also, I'm a part-time faculty, adjunct faculty at UGA. But most of my work is on genetics of poultry diseases and diagnostics and all that, influenza and all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So last year we visited Atlanta. So we were coming from the Smoky Mountains.
Oh,
So
I see. Okay.
We went to Bogaji's place last year in Atlanta.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Yeah. What happened? He lost the. He's restarting, is it?
Probably he might have lost his internet because of thunderstorm or power.
Right.
Either of this would happen.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, there are only 4 people.
Last week we had 15, 16 people. Huh?
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. This is not locking a long weekend, so people should be here.
True. Okay, Varaprasad ji also left, it seems.
Yeah, Bhogaji is messaging, it seems. No internet.
Yeah, okay. So probably then we should meet up next week.
Yeah, then we have to leave, Raghuji.
Yeah, I'm just again.
Yeah.
Okay, I think let's drop now. Okay. We are
Sorry,
all...
they,
Oh, okay.
am I audible
Bhogaji.
now?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
We are about to drop Bhogaji on time.
Right. Because I think suddenly power went off. Boom. Atulji, how about you? Do you have any thunders like this?
No, power is okay here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, even here power got restored.
A
while
it was some kind of a blip there.
Yeah. And this has been happening last 2-3 days. We saw every time it is thundering with a huge thunderbolt, boom, power goes off. For a few seconds, it quickly comes back.
But that is good enough to disrupt.
Yes, that is
all
good
these
enough to
meetings.
disrupt. Like now our class got disrupted.
Right.
Okay. Nope, not this. So we said King Dasharatha also has been remembering his two sons who are similar to Mahendra and Varuna. We'll continue from there. Sarva evatu tasyeshtaha.
Sarva evatu tasyeshtaha.
Chatvara purusharshabha.
Chatvara purusharshabha.
Swasharirad vinirvruttaha.
Swasharira vinirvruttaha.
Chatvara iva bahavaha.
Chatvara iva bahavaha.
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 Bahavaha. So Sarva eva. So Valmiki is setting the stage by clearing any doubts. What he is saying, if we for whatever is next coming up, next big thing, which is about quickly in a hurry trying to establish Rama as the yauvaraajya into yauvaraajya. For that, if we lest any doubts arise in the readers, that is Dasharatha, what do you say? Is Dasharatha, what is the word? Biased, not biased. Is Dasharatha, they say, what is it? If you have more love for one child,
Partiality.
partial. Is Dasharatha partial to Rama? To avoid that suspicion, he is preempting. Valmiki is preempting it with this shloka by saying that even though Dasharatha is very fond of Rama and loves Rama very, very much, he is not partial to him. Even though Bharata and Shatrughna were sent to Matula's home, how good sons they are, that even though they are showered all love and comforts by his Matula and Matamaha, they are remembering the father. So also the father also is remembering those two who are like Mahendra and Varuna. Not only that, Valmiki is further clarifying it for us, saying, Sarva evatu tasya chatvaraha purusharshabhaha ishtaha. All four of the Purusharshabhas, all four bull sons, which means boom, the strong sons, the best sons. All 4 sons are beloved. Tasya ishtaha. Those 4 are his best, most wanted, loved, beloved ones. So even though he is fond of Rama as being the eldest one, as per dharma, and see, as per dharma also, Putra dharma, the eldest son is eligible for all the Vedic karmas, right? And so that is natural that he has to always seek Rama to do any Vedic karmas. But other than that, he loves all 4 sons. That is what is clarified in this first half of the shloka. Tasya means of Dasharatha, of Dasharathas, Chatvaraha Purusharshabhaha Sarvaha Eva Tasya Ishtaha. All 4 sons of his are beloved for him. How? Swasharirat vinirvrittaha Chatvaraha Bahavaha Iva. Bahu Ekavachanam, Bahavaha Bahuvachanam. Guruhu, what will be the Bahuvachanam?
Guravaha.
Guravaha. So likewise, Bahuhu, Bahavaha. So just as Chatvaraha Bahavaha, Swasharirat Vinirvrittaha. Imagine that Vishnu, or imagine Dasharatha with 4 hands coming out of his own body. We say, if there is only one good supporter, one beloved one, then we say he's like my right arm, right? He's like my right hand, which means without him I cannot. I'm dysfunctional. To say that if you say one beloved is there, one arm, 4 beloved ones, so Dasharatha is like Swasharirat, from his own body, vinirvrittaha, as if they have come out of his body. 4 hands, 4 arms have come out of his body. So are his 4 sons. His 4 sons are like 4 arms for him. That means without any one of them, he cannot stay, or he cannot, he's not complete. He is complete. Oh my God. Fulguna, Partha, Kiriti, Mahendraya Namaha, Varunaya Namaha, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So that is Dasharatha's love. That is what is being preempted, so that we don't get biased about his discrimination for Rama alone, because there are stories on this. And so Valmiiki thought about it and preempted it before getting into the narration of the next event that is going to happen. Tesham api mahatejaha.
Tesham api mahateja.
Ramo ratikarah pituhu.
Ramo ratikarah pituhu.
Swayambhuriva bhutanam.
Swayambhuriva bhuricha bhutanam.
Babhuva gunavattaraha.
Babhuva gunavattaraha.
So, yes, for him, all 4 sons are like 4 arms that have come out of his own body. That means his own Atmajaha, his own 4 sons. All 4 are beloved for him. So much so that even though Bharata and Shatrughna went away to their own grandparents' home, he is still remembering them every day. In spite of that, Tesham api, of those 4, Mahatejaha Ramaha Pituhu Ratikaraha. Ratikaraha, Ratim Karoti. That means he always, Rama is so that in spite of Dasharatha's love for all 4 sons being equal, he somehow gets attracted and gets engaged always with Rama. Ratikaraha. Rati means Vratam. Yasmin Tad Rati. So Satyavrataha, right? Which means one who has taken Satya as his Vratam. So Rati is so much so that you are engrossed in it, is Rati. Rati Karaha. he creates that. Rama is so beautiful, Rama is so attractive that in spite of equal love for all four sons, Dasharatha somehow gets engrossed, engaged with always in Rama. So Pituhu Ratikaraha. How again Rama's why is sort of given with this simile here. Bhutanam swayambhuhu iva babhuva. Bhutam means what? Something that is born. Bhavati. Something that happens is bhavati. Atra karikramaha bhavati, we say. Means pathaha bhavati. So that means there is a lesson every day or every week here. There is a program called Shakha Bhavati. One that past tense for it is bhutaha. That happened. That means somebody is born, happened. So that means bhutam means something that happened. It can still be continuing, but it already happened. That means anything that is born, anything that is happened is called bhutam. Bhutanam, of all the beings, swayambhu. For all others, a reason is required to happen. A karta is required to happen. Swayambhu means ajaha, ayonijaha, where you don't need another reason. You don't need another creator for it. That is Swayambhu. One who happens to show up, one who happens to come up, one who happens to exist on his own is Swayambhu. Among all beings, he happens to be self-emanated. So, Bhutanam Swayambhu iva babhuva gunavat taraha. Another qualifier is given. Gunavat. Guna says qualities. Gunavat means one who has qualities. Gunavat taraha. A relative degree is given here. That means, yes, I have some qualities. I'm good at teaching, let us say. Somebody else is good at listening. Somebody else is good at, writing and so on. But Gunavat Taraha, he is better among all that have qualities, that have good qualities. So he is much beyond everyone to say that Gunavat Taraha. So slowly the context is being set as to the eligibility of Rama to be chosen by Dasharatha to be set up, established in yauvaraajya. So line by line, if you read, that context is being set. So now it gets into these gunas. Gunavattaraha, he said. So here onwards, what are those gunas? Valmiiki, Narada, oh my God, they are fans of Rama, that if they get a chance, they will qualify Rama with yet another new adjective, yet another new qualifier, yet another new definition, yet another new characteristic of Rama. We have already read so many gunas in the very first sarga, if you remember. So there is a pattern here of Valmiki's composition. In the very first chapter, first sarga of Balakanda was all gunas of Rama. We have heard 16 qualities asked by Valmiki and about 68 to 70 qualities answered by Narada in the first sarga. So also now in Ayodhya Kanda also in the first sarga, just to show that Rama is the capable yauvaraajya, all yet another list of new qualities are being listed here. I will give you a minute or two. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 of us here, students. So go get a notebook and a pen. I want you to at least this time list them. Let us list how many qualities are coming. If you are on the computer and you have a notepad or something, that's okay, open it. But if you can, go get a notebook and a pen, so that let us start listing the name and your understanding in English of that quality of the guna.
You are saying now, Bogaji, or the previous
Yeah,
one?
if you can, go run, get a book and pen.
Yeah, I have them.
Oh, you have it. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else wants a minute to go and get book and a pen? Lavanya ji, Varaprasad ji, Arun
I
ji.
have forgotten.
No, we have. Thanks.
Excellent, excellent. So let's start listing those gunas from here.
I have. Yeah.
Sahi devai rudirnasya
Sahi devai rudirnasya
Ravanasya vadarthibhihi
Ravanasya vadharthibihi
arthito manushe loke
arthito manushe loke
jagne Vishnu sanatanaha.
jagne Vishnuhu sanatanaha.
So in a way, this is sort of a brief Balakanda style. So again, Rama's birth onwards, the reason for Rama's birth, and so his qualities are being described from here. So what kind of a Rama is he? Why is he Rama? What is Rama? Rama is Devaihi Ravanasya Vadarthibhihi Arthitaha. Rama is born because Devaihi, by all gods, by all divine people, by all good people, by Devaihi Ravanasya Vadarthibhihi. What kind of people are they? Were they that time? What state were these gods and good people in? They were all arthi. Arthi means seekers. And they were their purpose was what they were seeking. They were seeking Ravanasya Vadha. They were all seeking the death of killing of Ravana. By such seekers who are gods, Arthitaha, he was asked for. Arthitaha, Arthi is one who is seeking. Arthitaha is one who is sought. So Rama is the sought after entity by all the divine entities for killing of Ravana. And hence, Manushe loke Vishnuhu sanatanaha jagne. Jagne means jataha, born. Litlakara. Jagne. Sanatanaha, that eternal, one who anadi, anantaha, na adihi na antaha yasya, sanatanaha. That Vishnu, who is eternal, who has been there always, Manushe loke jagne. In this human world, he took birth because Ravana is already in this human world and he has been troubling all the entities. And so all beings, especially divine ones, also sought help from Vishnu. And so because he was sought after by all the divine entities, Vishnu, that eternal Vishnu, who doesn't have a birth nor end, he, however, took a human birth in this human world. And just to qualify that further, Kausalya Shishubhetena.
उदीर्णस्य कः अर्थः भोगामहोदय?
जन्म प्राप्तः इति.
जन्म प्राप्तः.
विस्तीर्णम उदीर्णम. So Kausalya Shishubhetena.
Kausalya Shishubhetena.
Putrena Amita Tejasa.
Putrena Amita Tejasa.
Yatha Varena Devanam.
Yatha Varena Devana.
Aditir Vajrapanina.
Aditir Vajrapanina.
So quickly, briefly, again Rama's birth and all is being revised here. So that is why it is a kandam. It's a different book 1, book 2, like that, right? So Ayodhya Kanda is a separate book now. So just in case somebody got to read this book suddenly, first chapter should sort of briefly describe how Rama was born. Why did he have to take birth? So briefly in 2-3 shlokas, Valmiiki is describing all of that. So Kausalya Sushubhe was sort of glowing with the birth or with the pregnancy of Putrena Amita Tejasa, of a very Amita Tejasvi, unlimited Tejasvi son, Yatha Varena Devanam Vajrapanina Varena Aditihi. Just as when Aditi was pregnant with Indra, the way she was glowing with that pregnancy, so also Kausalya here now is glowing with that pregnancy of Rama in her womb. Yatha Devanam Varena Vajrapanina Aditihi Sushubhe Tatha Amita Tejasa Putrena Ramena Kausalya Sushubhe. Sahi Rupopapannascha
Sahi Rupopapannascha
Viryavan Anasuyakaha
Viryavan Anasuyakaha
Bhuma Vanupamah Sunuhu
Bhuma Vanupamah Sunuhu
Gunair Dasharatopamaha.
Gunair Dasharatopamaha.
So one quality, one guna is Rupa Upapannaha, Rupopapannaha. If Upapanna is Upapatti, which means manifest. So manifested in form, Rupa. Rupa Upapannaha. That Vishnu, very name Vishnu means what? One qualifier given is Sanatanaha. That means he is there always. And Vishnu means Vyapnoti iti Vishnuhu. One that is spread everywhere, one that keeps spreading is Vishnu. That means, and that is what Prahlada has understood it so thoroughly, so, deeply, that he said, hey, wherever you want, he is there. Where is he not there? Why? Because the very name is Vishnu. Vishnu means Vyapnoti. That means he has expanded. He has spread everywhere. He has expanded into everything that he has created. So Veda also says that, right? What is that Vakyam? So Tat Srishtva Tadevanupravishat. It says Upanishad. Tad Srishtva. By creating it, Tad Eva Anupravishat. By creating it, he only has entered it. So for us, God is not somewhere else and the creation is here. So you start exploiting it, abuse it, dry it, exhaust it. No. For us, and so for all ancient civilizations, including the Native Americans here, who used to cry when Europeans came to America and were spoiling the divine, beautiful America. The waters were Ganga, Devi, Mata for them. The trees were Harikeshopavitaya, right? Harikesha. They were seeing the vrikshas like that. And Vayu is Vataha. Vayu, Namaste Vayu Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. Bhumihi, Samudra Vasane Devi. Even native Indians were treating like that. So carefully they were looking after their lands. And there was no concept of ownership for them. Because, hey, only Bhagavan is the Prithvipatihi. Bhumipatihi, Bhudevis. Who is the Bhudevis? Who is the husband of Bhudevi? Vishnu himself. That was the concept of the Native Americans also here. So when Europeans, and out of Atiti Devo Bhava, they came here, stupid fellows, but because of Atithyam, Atiti Devo Bhava, these guys have given, oh, what do you want? You want land? Take, man, stay there. You want food? Yes, you can eat whatever we eat. But once these fellows started exploiting everything, and you should read that book, several books are there, but I was reading one book called Bury My Heart Under the Wounded Tree. In that, a Native American writes about American history from Native American perspective. So he says, we used to cry Why do these guys don't respect nature? They would make water into silt. Means all this, even today we see, right? All waste from industries, waste from sewerage, waste from everything is thrown into rivers. Hale, river is water, Pavitra Ganga Jalam for us. So they used to cry. Why? The reason I'm saying all of this, sorry, is where were we? Why did I jump into all this?
Bhagavan existed in this.
Vishnuhu. So our belief is he's not separate somewhere else. He is there. Tadeva srishtva tad anupravishat. He only created it and he entered it. That means he is expanded in it. He is there in every kana, in every molecule, in every atom, in every nucleus. Everything is him only. And so that Vishnu now Rupa Upapannaha. However, because gods wanted him to kill Ravana, and Ravana, very adamantly thought, what is my men? I don't care. So he didn't seek protection from men. And so he took Rupa Upapannaha like humans. Viryavan. So Rupa Upapannaha. Viryavan. Of course, Viryam. Right? One who has Viryam is Viryavan. One who has that vitality is Viryavan. Anasuyakaha. Some of the qualities, repeat from a few we see, not very much new, but unfortunately, those are so favorite qualities that Valmiiki repeats them, even though they were listed in the first sarga. Anasuyakaha. Na asuyakaha, anasuyakaha. Asuyam na karoti. Who has jealousy or envy? One who thinks he doesn't have what others has. One who has everything, one who is the boss of everything, one who has created everything, for him, why there will be any jealousy? So, anasuyakaha. Bhumau anupamaha. Bhuma vanupamaha. Bhumau means on earth, anupamaha. Upamaha, one who has upama, yasyasti saha upamaha. One who has a simile is upama. One who has upama is upamaha. Na upama yasya saha anupamaha. One without a similar one like him. That means there cannot be anyone who can imitate him. There is no one who can copy him. There is no one who is like him. He is anupamaha. Where? Bhumau, in the entire earth. Means in a way in entire creation itself. Bhumau anupamaha. Sunuhu, sun. And there is no such sun also like him, it seems. However, that is so true. However much we study Ramayanam and remind ourselves that let us be better sons, there cannot be a better son than him. Bhumau anupamaha sunuhu gunaihi dasharatopamaha. So he is a son exactly like his father. And in fact, last week also we saw, right? Pitru Krita Hadara. For him, world might see some weaknesses and drawbacks in Dasharatha. But for Rama, no, he doesn't care. My father is the best. So much love for his father. So, Gunaihi Dasharatha Upamaha. He is exactly like his father. That's how Rama thinks of himself. I'm like my father. Even though Dasharatha thinks my son is much great. And the world thinks Rama is the ultimate. Even though the previous quality was Bhumau Anupama. None like him. But immediately qualified as Gunaihi Dasharatha Upamaha. However, he is similar to Dasharatha in all his qualities. That means in his strength, in his Chakravartitvam, in his influence in the entire world, in all those qualities, he is like Dasharatha. So, Kavitvam, that's how the poetry is. Beautiful contrasts and comparisons. Just in one word, Bhumau Anupamaha. Is Anupamaha Sunuhu. Immediately, hey, by the way, but doesn't mean that he doesn't resemble anybody. He resembles his own father, of course. So, Gunaihi Dasharatopamaha. Sacha nityam prashantatma.
Sacha nityam prashantatma.
Mrudu purvam cha bhashate.
Mrudu purvam cha bhashate.
Uchyamanopi parusham.
Uchyamanopi parusham.
Nottaram pratipadyate.
Nottaram pratipadyate.
So next set of qualities. I hope we are writing the qualities. One was
so
Rupa.
First we talked about Viryavan, Anasuyakaha, Bhaumyo, Anupama.
Bhumao Anupamaha. Bhuma Anupamaha Sunuhu. That's the entire qualification there. So sun, none like him on the earth. Hey, that doesn't mean there is no, he doesn't resemble anyone. So immediately, Gunaihi Dasharatopamaha. Now, Nityam Prashantatma is the next quality. Prashantatma, if we say, okay, that means one who is at peace with self always. Who is at peace with self? That is Prashanta Atma. One whose Atma is always Prashantaha. Or in English, if we have to say, one who is at peace with himself. Why? Because always we have our own controversies inside. We have our own conflicts inside. If you have conflicts, then you are not at peace. One who is always, the one who does not have any conflicts. Why? And that can be qualified much later, because then he says Vidwan. Next quality comes much later. Because he is a Vidwan, he is so knowledgeable about everything. So there are no conflicts. When does conflict arise? Is this right or that right? That is when you have a conflict. And why does that conflict come? Because you are not sure whether that is right or this is right. Why are you not sure? Because you are not thoroughly knowledgeable. But if you are thoroughly knowledgeable, then there is no conflict. This is correct. This is not correct. For this situation, this is correct. That is not correct. Right? So, one who does not have conflicts is Prashantatma. However, he is qualifying it as Nityam Prashantatma. Whether there is a problem or not, he is always Prashantatma. And so Nityam Prashantatma is the next quality. Right? Now, next quality is Mrudupurvam cha bhashate. So, one who is Prashanta. See, if you go and talk to somebody, chalo. When does he do that? When he is not Prashanta. When he is Prashanta, oh, Aoji, how are you? Right? You will talk very beautifully, very pleasing manner. So, because he is Nityam Prashantatma, Mrudupurvam cha bhashate. Bhashate talks. He always talks. Mrudupurvam. He Smita Purvam cha bhashate. Smita, before that quality was given. Smita Bhashi, which means with a smile, he always talks. Yeah, I'm fine. How are you? I'm good. No, not like that. Every answer, he gives smile. Likewise, Mrudu Purvam. Mrudu here is referred to that smile only, but softness in his speech. Is always soft speech. And he says, right, rarely he acts anger. With Samudra once, with Parashurama once to hold that Vishnu Dhanus. Only in those such situations, he acts anger. But he is always Prashantatma. And so, Mrudupurvam cha bhashate. Then, excellent quality. All Pravachanakartas say this, right? Uchyamanopi parusham nottaram pratipadyate. The whole thing write down. This whole second half of the 10th shloka. Uchyamanopi parusham nottaram pratipadyate. If you can't read Devanagari and if you can't write all of that, at least note down that 2.1.10.2, which means second half of the 10th shloka of the first sarga of Ayodhya Kanda. If you get Gita Press or somewhere in Telugu, read that and write that down. If you can write down Uchyamanopi parusham nottaram pratipadyate. So, what best quality to learn? If somebody is talking parusham, if somebody is talking very harsh, if somebody is talking in a way short temper, if somebody is talking in an unpleasing manner, let's take it that way. Parusham is harsh, specifically harsh or with exerted manner. If somebody is shouting, nottaram pratipadyate, Rama does not answer him. What a beautiful quality. And in fact, this is taught to us also, right? When somebody is shouting, you better don't reply him because he's not in a mood to listen to you. Or if we reply, his anger might further aggravate. Keep calm. Don't answer. Don't talk. When somebody is shouting, never answer. So, Uchyamanopi parusham nottaram pratipadyate. He does not answer. He does not talk. Even though he talks very softly, mrudupurvam cha bhashate. But if somebody is talking parusham, nottaram pratipadyate, he doesn't answer, he doesn't talk, he doesn't respond to somebody who is talking harshly. It's 8:31. Let's take another one, because this is also in the same lines, very, very important quality. And then we can start with the 11th shloka. Kadachidupakarena krutenaikena tushyati nasmaratyapakaranam shatamapyatmavattaya. Another great quality of Sri Rama, and that's why everybody is his fan. Everybody is his fan. Why? Kadachit. Kadachit means, all of us know in Hindi also, Kadachit. Kadachit means once upon a time is Kadachit. Means once in a while, or once upon a time, or even if once. Kadachit, even if once, upakarena kritena ekena tushyati. Even if by chance or once upon a time, even if somebody did ekena upakarena, even if somebody happened to do one help to Rama, tushyati, he is so happy with it. And they say he keeps remembering it also. Anywhere he meets, that Guha, he actually gave me a ride. Otherwise, we could not have, crossed the river. That Hanuman, oh my God, how strong he is. He never left me. He always used to carry me on his shoulders. He keeps remembering and telling it to everyone. Kadachit upakarena ekena kritena tushyati. He is pleased with it. He is happy with it. And so that is why, in fact, that is the quality, right? In Bhagavad Gita, what does Bhagavan say? Bhagavan uvacha patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyupakhritam ashnami priyatatmanaha. So, ekena kritena, just one offering that we give, one help that we do, he is pleased. And that one help can be as simple as one leaf, patram, one flower, pushpam, not your own. It is there on the tree. Of course, nowadays we go buy flowers. But if you don't have to buy, really, even any wild flower also, if you happen to see on the road, take it and offer it. And that's why that is the to explain it to us, Ganapati Puja is done. That, hey, you don't have to really buy flowers, man. Go pick any grass, Tranam. Go pick any wild flower. You don't have to buy flower, rose flowers, all of them you don't have to buy. A wild flower also, even if you pick. A wild grass also, even if you pick. And offer it. Ganapati is pleased. To explain that concept, Ganapati manifestation, Ganapati Puja is given for us. But essentially, these are all to explain it in different contexts. These akaras, these rupas of Bhagavan is given. But ultimately, Bhagavan is talking the same thing. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakyupahritam ashnami priyatatmana. That I take, I ashnami, that I digest it, man. Even if you give whatever you give, bhaktya is the qualifier there. Bhaktya, whatever you give, tad ashnami. I eat it, I swallow it, I digest it, I consume it, he says. And so that quality which is of Bhagavan is described as the quality of Sri Rama here, saying, kadachit, even if once, sometime also, ekena kritena upakarena tushyati, is so pleased, ashnati, tushyati. However, na smarati apakaranam, he doesn't remember shatamapi apakaranam. Even if you do hundreds of what do you say? Apakara is help, and what is opposite? Apakara is
Upakara. Upakara.
Huh? Upakara is help. Apakara is opposite of help. Hurt. Even if you try to hurt him hundreds of times, Shatamapi apakaranam nasmarati, he doesn't remember. But even if you do one help for him once, he remembers it forever. And is so pleased with it. Areva, he helped me so much, he helped me so much, he helped me so much. And hence, even when we finally read Yuddhakanda, we will read. When we go to Yuddhakanda, we will read that. When he finally kills Ravana, he doesn't have any hatred for Ravana. Even though Ravana did Shatamapi apakara, Shatani apakarani, even though he did so much, he is not hurt, or he doesn't hate him, because na smarati eva. Oh, what apakara did he do? That's his drawback. That's his weakness. That's how he sees him. But he has to be corrected. I'm a ruler. It's my responsibility to correct mistakes of my subjects. And so I correct it. But I have no hatred for it. If you have hatred, means you are remembering it. So na smarati. If you don't remember, then there is no hate about it at all. However, ekena kritena upakarena kadachid api tushyati smarati shatamapi apakaranam na smarati. Why? Atmavattaya. Because of his atmavatta, his quality being atmavan. He is complete by himself. He is in himself. He is at peace with himself. He is atmavan. Atmavatta is that gunam. Atmavattaya. Because of that atmavatta, he is always at peace, and so does not have hatred for anyone. But even if once anyone helps, he remembers it forever. And so he makes that another promise also. That promise also comes, elaborating this in Yuddhakanda. Sakurdeva prapannaya.
Qualities we are writing here.
So the qualities, there are two qualities here. Write the whole sloka, it will become two qualities, two halves, two qualities. Kadachid upakarena krutenaikena tushyati. Just write the whole sentence as it is. That is one quality. Even if with one help that you do, he remembers it and he is so pleased. Nasmarati apakaranam shatamapyatmavattaya. That is the second quality, next quality. So rupopapannaha viryavan anasuyakaha bhuma vanupamaha sunuhu gunair dasharatopamaha nityam prashantatma mridupurvam cha bhashate uchyamanopi parusham nottaram pratipadyate kadachid upakarena kritenaikena tushyati na smaratyapakaranam shatamapyatmavattaya. In fact, you can either split it as na smarati apakaranam shatamapi, 10 qualities over. Atmavattaya, which means atmavan, is the other quality. You can split, probably that is the 11th quality. Atmavan or atmavatta is the quality. One who possesses it is atmavan. Atmavatta, atmavatta, TTA, atmavatta is the 11th quality, we can take it as. And so I was saying that this entire shloka is a description Valmiiki is telling of Rama, but Rama himself quotes it or gives the promise when Vibhishana comes in the Yuddha Kanda. He says, Sakrideva prapannaya tavasmiti cha yachate abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadamyetad vratam mama, says Rama. Sakrit means ekam, once. And same thing is told even in our Suprabhatam also, right? Ajnanina maya doshana seshan sakrit ajnanina maya doshan aseshan vitana rekshamas. No. Before that, Sakrit sevaya nitya seva phalam tvam prayacha prabho venkatesha, we say. Sakrit sevaya. Arey, I cannot come to Tirupati every time, Deva. So maybe I come once. Sakrit sevaya. With one seva that I do. Nitya seva phalam. How selfish are we bhaktas? We are seeking Sakrit sevaya nitya seva phalam tvam prayacha. Prabho Venkatesha, O Prabhu, O Venkatesha, please give me, Prayacha, please give me Nitya Seva Tvam, you, Nitya Seva Phalam Prayacha, you please give me the results, the Phalam of Nitya Seva, as if I am doing service to you, Seva to you every day. Even though Sakrit Sevaya, with just one service that I am able to do now, I cannot pay VIP darshan and all. I came once, all right, one darshana, they don't let me come and wash your feet, right? Go, these damn volunteers, they keep pushing us away. What do? At least I've come to see, through my heart, I'm, washing your feet. With my heart, I am offering you the garland. With my heart, I am putting, tilakam for you. With my heart, I am putting gandham for you. With my heart, I am giving you the dhupam. With my heart, I am giving the Sajyam Trivarti Deepam. With my heart, I am giving you Tulasi Mala. With my heart, I am giving you this Naivedyam and Madhya Paniyam and Vastram to wash your hands, to wash your feet. And then some more Paniyam after that as Achamanam. And then a Tambulam. With this, all that I am doing in my heart, yes, it is Sakrit Seva. Once I am able to do that too, remotely, virtually, through my heart. But because you said bhaktya upahritam, because I am doing it with that all bhavana and bhakti for you, even though these government paid, government employed volunteers are kicking me away, not even letting you see for a second, with this nitya seva phalam tvam prayacha, please give me the results of nitya seva. In a way, we are asking the other way also. You are a good one. You cannot give me wrong results. If you are going to give me Nitya Seva Phalam, that means you will enable me to give you to do service to you nityam. That's also another meaning of that prayer. Sakrit sevaya nitya seva phalam tvam. So sakrid means once. And so Rama is also saying, Sakrideva, even if once, Sakrideva prapannaya, one who gives prapatti. That means one who surrenders. If somebody surrenders, Sakrid, once also. Tava asmi, I am yours. Anyatha sharanam nasti, tvameva sharanam mama. Iti. Sakrideva prapannaya tava asmi iti cha yachate. If somebody seeks that, abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadami. I give abhayam, I give fearlessness, I give shelter to all beings. Hey, what my own people or Rakshasas, to anybody. So when Vibhishana came, I am giving shelter. So that quality is what is told here. Kadachid upakarena kritena ekena eva tushyati, and na smarati apakaranam shatamapi. Why? Because he is Atmavan. With that Atmavatta gunam, he doesn't need to hate anybody. He doesn't need to remember any hurt done to him because he is never hurt. And he likes his fans, his devotees. And so even if once they do one service to him, one help to him, he remembers it forever. He keeps remembering it. And so every time he remembers, he's pleased and he blesses us. I know we went 16 minutes late today. We'll stop at this 11th shloka. So we wrote 11 gunas today, right? If one of you write these 11 qualities, Samskrita nama from this shloka and your English understanding of it. As it can be as detailed as you can. Write your own understanding in detail and then post that in WhatsApp. You can either directly write in WhatsApp, but if you think it is going to be a big one, you want to put another Google Doc, good. Prepare a Google Doc, paste a link to it in the WhatsApp. But let everyone know that how we are now reading new qualities of Rama, again in the first chapter of Ayodhya Kanda. Somebody can say Mangal Shloka, Shanta Mantra.
Sarve bhavantu sukinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Dhanyavadaha. Jai Sri Ram.
Namaste, Shubhratri. Shubhade.